Does it work now? Probably not. Oh god, this is not. Oh, there we go, it's working. I don't know what the hell happened, but I'm so sorry. I did not even realize. I don't know. Oh my god, do I need a new mic? I need a new everything. I need a new PC because my PC's like getting old now. And now this. Is quiet, is it? Oh dear. It shouldn't be, it's on like max input. Gosh, I really don't, I've literally just bought a house. I do not have money to be fixing these things at the moment. If it gets bad, again, let me know. It was probably my fault because I, basically, like, on this mic, if you wiggle the wire, it'll think that you've turned the mic back on, and I accidentally did that earlier and just didn't think anything of it. Sorry everyone, I apologise, but welcome in. Or a start to a stream, eh? Really not the best impression that I could give. Don't worry, when I have the money, I'll be looking into upgrading and improving stuff. But in the meantime, if anyone is like willing to give me a helping hand, then I have a Throne account where I'm just basically saving money on through donations, but yeah, I apologise in advance. Hey Hussein, I'm good, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while. If any of you are in the UK, I hope you're doing well after the strong winds and stuff that's been going on. Quite terrifying in my opinion. Just wait for this guy to move. Apparently people are enjoying Farming Simulator 25, so I'm kind of like wanting to get this this playthrough done now and give it a go. I'm so annoyed because this mic is meant to be really good in terms of gaming mics. That's why I bought it, but apparently not. Unless it's just getting old. I have had it for a while now. But who knows? I know I'm gonna miss a bit on the end. I will go back. Also, one thing there first. Hey Bonafide, how's it going? You just missed my mic breaking. It's a HyperX Quadcast. Apparently it was meant to be good at the time. Maybe it's outdated now. Let me just switch on over. Get him moving on the other field again. I've also downloaded Assassin's Creed, is it Unity that's next? I want to say. Let me just check for this worker can go over this bit even though I've accidentally rolled it. Can they? Oh yeah, it changes back, nice. Oh nice. Was it for, do you have Sunday roast? I know some families still have Sunday roast. I should probably have Sunday roast, but here we are. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know I am rolling like the bank, but might as well just do it this way. How are you all? How's your weekends been? I feel like this weekend's flown by again and we're back to like work and stuff tomorrow, and it's so sad. I'm so sad about it. Oh, a celebration. Who was a celebration? You went for food. Wait, you were with relatives to celebrate something. Ooh. Any good news? Hoping to get this field done today. Although we can roll this bit again. Don't understand how I managed to... I'm not questioning it, to be honest. I'll go back over. Ah, because I rolled it and then they had to go over it again with the cedar, and that makes sense. I'll fix it now. Same, I honestly cannot wait. Oh, gonna be in the way. No, no, no. Yeah, I decided to stream this to to prove that I am in fact working on a part to upload, but it honestly takes so long just to do one part because of the amount of hours you actually have to put into it that you don't end up recording. Especially planting. So, it takes so long. What, if you were to suggest a computer to me with a specific processor, how strong would you say I should have? Because I was thinking 4060, but then I'm thinking, like, in the long term, how long is that gonna last me until it's outdated? Oh, well done, Simp. I hope that goes well for you. FS22, you mean? This isn't 25. But, yes, I agree. This is a very good way to end a Sunday with a relaxing stream of farming. I have to finish up my my FS22s before I can start on FS25. And I've learnt my lesson. I'm just going to be doing one series at a time on FS25 so that I can see, I used to upload, well, I used to stream on Twitch, but the amount of followers I had wasn't very much, and then like Twitch would take the majority of my earnings anyway, so I just thought I might as well like build a following on YouTube instead, and hopefully like make it to, is it 500 subs to start earning? I don't think I'm serious enough for Twitch anyway, and the amount of people that used to follow me or have a membership was very low. So, I don't know. Maybe that's just my own fault and I should have stuck with it, but I also found like uploading them to YouTube afterwards was just such a big thing for me that I never wanted to do it. Oh god, I'm gonna go into this tree. No, I'm not. Yeah, that's my problem, is the marketing side of it. So I'm like, I suppose I'm lazy in that sense, because even like with a business that I want to do well in, which is not like gaming, etc. But even then, I still like can't market to save my life, because I just don't enjoy it. I suppose that's why like you obviously pay for marketers to do their thing, but then I'm not earning anything, so why should I pay, if that makes sense? Maybe that's me just being selfish, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I agree. I am gonna wait. I'm gonna hopefully gain a good amount of subs next year, so that I can start planning on using potential income, even if it's not much, to save up for a new PC. Because this part of this stream is gonna go to my FS22 Elm Creek video, so I don't really want to put my face on it when I never put my face on it, if that makes sense. It lets you actually export directly. Yeah, but you'd still have to then upload the video, right? Or no? Because like with 2-hour videos, I used to remember that they took ages to upload. Like I might do this more often now, where I just stream my FS22 videos in the meantime of uploading like a shorter version, because I don't know how many people would actually want to watch me slog away for hours and hours. Who knows? Discord. Oh, I've never done well with Discord. I'm still like wondering how to set up my own Discord channel. And also I have a bit of like self-doubt, I suppose, in terms of how captivating my content is. So I'm like, why should I be posting this when people might not even find it that interesting? That's something to note. I got to the what was it called? Oh, hang on. My I've got chicken in the oven and it's just finished. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry, I apologise. That was much longer than 1 minute or a couple of seconds. I realised that I hadn't cooked the stuff that goes with the meal, such as the potato and the broccoli. So here I am. Let me just take a bite and then we will continue on. Very good. It's good to move in this microphone now. Hopefully it won't do that again then. Nom nom indeed. Although the most plain and boring meal, but we move. That's just me. I mean, we have to wait for this worker to finish his job anyway. What things do you play in stream? Thank you, I appreciate it. I think I'm very, I don't know. Most of the time I just play because this is like what I would do anyway, even if I wasn't streaming. Okay. Me too. I don't know if you saw my, my video on my first impressions of Farming Simulator 25. I don't know, I need to play it more because I really wasn't sold. Have you played it, or are you like... Have you seen people play it and like the look of it, or... So you're a very Sims type of gamer as well? Do you have like the steering wheel and stuff? What do you think of it? And have you played like 22? Agreed. That's literally what I said in my review when I first played it. I feel like for the amount of years that they were working on it, they could have done a bit more. I know obviously there's graphics and there's like an Asian inspired world and you can grow rice and stuff, but like, I don't know, I just feel like I suppose there's only so much that you can... Oh, I've already done this one. Cool. There's only so much that you can do, I suppose, with farms, but, you know. I don't know. It wasn't as fresh as I thought it would be. Although I haven't actually played. I just kind of had a look, if that makes sense. So I suppose I'll really see a difference, or maybe I won't even see a difference when I actually get into gameplay properly. I think I left my spreader up here, didn't I? Right. I literally had a good rant about this on my video where I was like, I don't even... I'm a very... I don't know if you've seen any of my Sims, not like simulator, but literally Sims 4 games. I like being coordinated, and I feel like in the Asia world, I haven't looked at any of the other worlds yet, but if it is like the Asia world, then I'm very disappointed because I feel like all of the buildings were created with none of the other buildings in mind. So everything just looks really mismatched, and they really could have done so much more, like you said, on Asian houses and like, you know what I mean. I'm just quite disappointed with what we were given. And like the buffalo, was it the water buffalo or something like that? Alright, yep, they are in Asian countries, great. But give us more, like, don't just treat it like another cow, because that's not how they live. Or that's not what I think they live like in Asia. Exactly. I don't know, they could have done more, and if they were gonna go with the Asia theme, at least introduce some things that are more Asia themed than just like not even a third, I felt like. And they also introduced European theme, like just kind of thrown in there. And then they also had some America themed, and it's like, if you're gonna do it, like at least give us a good amount of each. Yeah. But I don't know if that's just me feeling like that. Is that even, like, doing anything? No? We've run out of fertilizer. Why didn't I see that? So annoying. I know, tell me about it. Oh gosh, honestly. And actually, funnily enough, I had a dislike on that video, and I was just sat there like, probably because I didn't say good things about the game, but it's true, it's so true. It's so annoying. Bet this is herbicide. For goodness sake. Yeah, exactly. I don't get that. I suppose it goes with like the theme of some like Americans or something saw an opportunity in Asia and all moved over there. But yeah, well, what would they know if we were like one of the newer Americans moving over? It makes no sense. Oh my god. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I suppose so, that's true. Very true. I'd still play even if, like, the majority of my videos had mostly dislikes, but I just enjoy doing this type of stuff. I'll be moving house soon, so hopefully I can start focusing on upgrading my PC and stuff. Yeah, I honestly cannot wait for the modders to get their hands on everything. Right, which one is what? That's very true. Very, very true. Up until like last week, I was playing, oh gosh, what's it called? I don't know what it's called, it's not an RPG, but it's like a Souls-like game. And I was like, oh, what if my Sims subs unsub because they think that I've finished with all that kind of stuff? Like I'm always torn about how to do my channel just in case someone just thinks the change is permanent and then goes and then they don't see the other stuff that I have planned, you know? That's so true. I never think of it like that. But there's like a handful of people that have been with me from the start. Like, if you look above, Bonafide is one, JR is one, and you have like, I would say like new stayer subs, if that makes sense, people who I know or like are highly likely going to stay regardless of what I play. Exactly, I was just saying that. Like Hussein and Simp and I would say Marcus and, you know, a few others, and they're the ones that I really play for, I would say, because I know that like they're there to stay and that they'll just appreciate whatever content, or I hope so, appreciate whatever content I bring out, and I'm always thankful for that. Although I gotta say, I haven't seen Charlie for a while. Oh, yeah. Can't see the line very well anymore. Thankfully this is the last thing I can do before I sleep, and it's daytime again. Lovely stuff. I'll have to put another layer of fertilizer on anyway, so I might as well leave that here. Cool. Oh, changing the engine off. Hopefully my chickens haven't died. Nope, they seem to be good. Yeah, I need to feed them. So the hay's gone. Wait, their health is at 0 again? Probably because the hay's gone. Okay. Now I have to go and... I know. The cows are just ready to drop down, drop dead any second. Okay, so that's done. Definitely need to go see the chickens, because the chickens are also like... I think we can plant sorghum today. The oat's already looking great. You enjoy. Thanks so much. I know, Red Dead Redemption 2 seems like 100 years ago, where I just avoid conflict at any moment, even though it was literally like about fighting and stuff. Oh, I've got a series going on No Man's Land, actually. But I'm not playing it like a survival map, I'm playing it more as a... It's an empty map and I can do what the heck I want on it, you know, make up my own story. Which I don't think I'll be doing again when starting FS25. Although I don't know, maybe, we'll see. I agree. At some point I want to do a series of like building my dream farm. That would be good. Sorry, just finishing off my food. I probably wouldn't have like a farm that did anything other than have animals on it, have food for animals, and then have animals that produce stuff that I sell. That would literally be my farm. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, babe, my fault. A weird beefy duck that can literally make cars like dent. Although I suppose if you hit a duck hard enough, like a normal duck, that could happen as well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Forgot that wasn't grass then, I was going to cut straight across. As you can see, I'm not as specific as I am when actually playing for the video. I have brought you something to drink. I think. Where's the thing for the water? Ah, there we go. I can use this in a sec for the greenhouses, but before I do that, I really need to feed the chickens before they keel over on me. This is like the bane of my life, the worst trailer ever. Because it just doesn't do what you need it to do, you know what I mean? This definitely isn't going to be enough for them either. 2,000 litres, they need more like 6,000. So I will go and get some more. So we need to weed and fertilize the... I know, it just... I don't understand, like, because I'm sure that this is a real trailer that farmers actually use, and I'm just here like, how do you cope? It would have been on the scrap yard straight away. Oh, hang on everyone. Sorry about that. I thought I had an emergency phone call then because my grandmother is not well and she's in hospital, so I thought it was a phone call about her. But all good, all is well, hopefully. Ooh, reverse a bit. Have you seen someone use this trailer in real life then? Right, I think we need to put about 4.5 in, so that goes down to 3,500, I think. I think that's about right, isn't it? Oh, we put a bit much in, but that's fine. That's okay. Lovely stuff. Let me just move some... Oh no, the eggs are fine. I forgot to put water in that one. What is the point in having a trailer if it's that difficult? Oh dear, we've missed a bit. Right. Oh, well, I didn't stop and look again. And I braked too late. Oh, well. You mean to reverse them into a shed? I was gonna say, can you imagine someone trudging back with this massive trailer? Crazy. Sorry, I'm a bit silly. Oh, that's disappointing, Sim. Hopefully that can be resolved quite quickly. Okay, and then we'll get someone to fertilise and weed the fields. I want to say is this one. Yes. This one should have about... So how much? How much do you have now? 5. And then the newer one... Try not to run over the seeds. No, they definitely won't. Okay, right. Let's just quickly flick back over. Let's get these fields fertilised again. What's everyone watching over Christmas? Anything exciting? We watched The Grinch Friday. And I've seen like this is, I wouldn't call it a new Disney movie because it's been out since like 2018, but or you can try it now, I suppose, Sim. But it depends on how quickly they like re-verify. Yeah, I watched The Grinch Friday, and then there's this movie called The Nutcracker in the Four Realms, and it seems interesting. Oh no, I feel like I'm wasting my time. Hang on. Because on... Yeah, it's already 100% fertilised because of the grass. Wasted my time, wasting my resources. And then, because of the run-up to Christmas, I'm also watching Harry Potter. So, earlier I watched Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I can see us going back to the store. I might as well do now. This is a mess. I can't wait for the machine shed to go in. Nothing Xmas related. I thought that ladder thing was like a dog just sat on the deck, and then I was like, well, that's a new feature. I think I got 11 things I want to watch, so I'm a bit of a child, so I've got like Disney movies, I've got Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas, The Muppets Christmas Carol, of course. Deadpool and Wolverine, did you enjoy it? I've only ever seen Deadpool. We love a good Disney movie. I feel like, you know, things like that are never exceptional because you just can't beat the original movie, you know? I think over the previous years, humor's changed to like be a lot less funny in a way, and apologies if you're from America, apologies JR, but I find American humor very forced sometimes, especially in movies and on TV shows. But I suppose British people do have drier humour. Like, we have stupid stuff like Mr. Bean, Miranda. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And I feel like even with the Avengers stories, right, there's only specific powers that they have, let's just say. So you can only, like, have a specific amount of storylines associated with the character before it becomes repetitive and old. So the first movie is always the best because, like, you don't know what to expect. Yeah, the next one tomorrow will be about AC Unity. The next stream. Fair enough with annoying people. I feel like people can't take a joke anymore. Just personal opinion, but I'm sticking by that. I don't know if anyone's seen Mrs. Brown's Boys. I used to absolutely love that. It's stopped now, but so funny. Like, I could never get on with watching The Big Bang Theory or something like that. Also, not to be like, not to whine. Is this gonna, yes it is gonna hit it. Damn it! Not to be whiny, but it's exactly the same with the new Snow White. They've changed the entire storyline just to, like, well, I don't know, what is, I don't know, but like, maybe I don't know enough about it, but they've changed the entire storyline because the actress who is going to play Snow White is from a certain country and she feels like that needs to be represented, and fair enough, but like the whole point of this princess being called Snow White is because her skin was white as snow. And if people literally have a problem with that, then like that's on them, because is literally how the character was described. That's it. That is it. So just keep it like that. And create a new character if you want to. Like we've got all of these new Disney princesses coming in, just make another one. Agreed. Way too sensitive. But everyone's so scared of saying that now. I've actually been like, in my previous job I used to work at a retail store, and I think I've told this story before, but I ID'd someone because they looked under 25, and our policy was if they look under 25, ask them for proof of ID or you can't sell them the alcohol. I was like, and I was very good at that, like I literally scrutinized everyone. And these two women came in and I was like, can I have your ID please? And the one girl was like, yeah sure, here you go. And the other one was like, oh, I don't have it. And I was like, oh, well, sorry, I can't sell you the alcohol. And she was like, why can't you sell me the alcohol? And I was like, because you don't look 25 and older. I completely agree with stale and uninspired. Me too. I will not be watching the new one. So I was like, well, I just can't sell you the alcohol, I'm sorry. And she was like, well, it's not even for me, it's for my friend. And I was like, yeah, but you're accompanying your friend. I used exactly the same policy as I do with anyone else. And she literally flipped her lid with me because she was like, oh, she was a black lady. And she was like, it's because I'm black, isn't it? Just because, like, you have the whitest skin and you have blonde hair and blue eyes. You think it's right that you can, discriminate against me and ask me for my ID. And I was like, it's literally in my job description. I cannot you should be like, if anyone said, oh, can I see your ID? You look under 25. I would be so flattered. Except for when except when I want to buy alcohol and don't have ID. But like, I never take it as like an insult. Anyways, she reported me to my boss, and my boss was just like, yeah, it's fine. And she came back in. She literally had to go back to her flat to get her ID, which was probably around the corner because we were all by our university accommodation. And she went to get it, and she came in and had a go at me again. And when I was like, can I see your ID please? And she was like, had a go at me, and then slammed her ID down on the table in front of me and was like, there, you happy now? And I was like, thank you, yes, you can buy the alcohol now. Honestly. That was like the one time I was like, wow, I am very shook at this situation. It's like, have you found as well in the new Disney movies that they have like no storyline anymore? I don't know if it was just me with Encanto, but the evil mother not really being evil, she just obviously been through a lot in her life. And like that was her villain story. And I was like, there's no real villains anymore either. Like, one with like a really good, meaningful backstory. I don't know if you've ever watched the cartoon, or I suppose the theatre performance would be exactly the same, but Anastasia, Rasputin, based off of, I think, a real person when is it in Russia? The Russian family was like taken away because they were in danger or something like that. Rasputin is an amazing villain. They don't make him like that anymore. There's literally no villains because everyone's so worried about offending people, and it's like in Phineas and Ferb, Doofenshmirtz. I bet you couldn't find one person like that. Although I suppose he is under the category of like a really harmless villain with not much of a backstory, just like stupid reasons for being evil. Yeah, that's it. But like, so I feel like Disney movies used to be a retelling of real people, obviously, like Pocahontas. They made it into a romance, even though John Smith was what, like 11 years older than Pocahontas, and then she ended up dying because they made her go to Britain, or I can't remember the story, but it wasn't like as romantic as Disney made out, but it was still a real story, and it was representing like real people. And now show me a family who has a magical house. I mean, I'd love to. If there is an actual house out there that has magic, please let me know, because I love that kind of stuff. But what I mean is, please show me where you got the inspiration of was it Spanish or was it Mexican? Of basically a family with a magical house that gives them a themed room based on their interests, and an evil mum who was evil because she put a lot of time and effort into making sure her family was safe. Do you know what I mean? Or am I just blabbing now? I should have named this stream like, come and listen to me ramble on about the wrongdoings of Disney in modern times. I gotta say, I do like Moana. And I do like, I suppose that one's more about nature being in danger, right? Yeah, agreed. I don't know, I'm just here like, it gives me rage these days. I was wondering like what the running water sound was then, but it was just the greenhouses. Agreed. Don't get me wrong, inclusion is completely fine and is great, but like, again, don't force it because it becomes strange. Where is my cultivator? I've just lost it. Oh no! Yeah, you're stupid. That is your cultivator. What are you doing? I thought this was my cedar, and then I just saw my cedar and got confused. Exactly. No one has any problem with inclusion. What we do have a problem is with bad stories. Like, come on, Disney. Rant over. Yep, agreed. And I feel like that is so overdone these days as well. What do I have to press to change? Is this one, isn't it? I need sorghum. There we go. Yeah, this is so overdone these days. Like, the amount of... There's still... The majority of people are still highly likely... Correct me if I'm wrong. This is just me potentially being ignorant. But the majority of couples are still heterosexual, right? So they literally, in my opinion, not every single thing now has to be about a homosexual couple. Because, you know, I don't know. I don't know if my opinion on this is right. But, like, you know, there's still got to be visibility for every type. I just think that sometimes it's now overdone because it's become just not a hot topic, but I feel like people are trying to make up for the lack of visibility previously by making it overly visible now, if that makes sense. Just, you know, just treat us all as equal. I don't know if that made any sense whatsoever. Let's whack this. Oh, they missed a bit. For goodness sake. I should have done a line down in the trees. So, mate, I'm taking over your job in a minute. Yeah, everything just looks, like you said earlier, it just looks to be forced at this point. To the point where people are just like, oh my god, this again. So, agreed, they need to find a way to do it in a good way. Where it doesn't feel like rammed down people's throats. Because it's not a topic that should be rammed down people's throats. Because it is an inclusive topic, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just think the people who are advertising these things are just doing it in completely the wrong way. And people are and will push back. You cannot and will not make people accept something. Yeah, agreed. So agreed. Oh, we are dying on this hill. There we go. Okay, so that should be sorted now, so I can just put him back where he was. You can happily carry on with your life now. There we go, we can carry on now. Yep, this is the bit of Farming Simulator that no one ever sees because this is what I'm doing for hours on end in between parts. Or in between takes of the parts, anyway. So once this is all done and these fields are done, then I can actually carry on with recording what's needed. Potentially. Oh my god, I got that one song stuck in my head now. The Rasputin sings in Anastasia. Has anyone seen Wicked yet? Yep, this is the majority of what my stream is going to be until the end, which is in about 20 minutes. Just up and down and up and down. Come on, bro, you can get up that hill. Really? Oh my god. Stop. Let me do it. Honestly, you pay someone to do a job, and this is how they do it. As if I'm any better, but... In the dark of the night, people are home. I'm so zigzaggy until I get my bearings. Wiggle, wiggle. I know, absolutely agreed. You're definitely fired. Can't even do your job. Me neither. Look at that line. It was terrible. But I'm the owner of this land, so I have a pardon. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know I keep saying this, but I really can't believe that it's Monday tomorrow. Cool. Maybe I'll have time after this to get a Sims 4 video done as well. Doubtful, but we'll try. And the NPC is rehired again. Exactly. There is method to the madness. Uh-oh. That is not a straight line. A big dip in the end. And back down. low-key feel like I'm missing something. Let me just give me a second. Just want to check like when the things are meant to be sold. So we don't have any of these. We have how long until the cows mature? Right, I'm blind at the moment. Right, so there's no way we've just sold. We're only in April. Damn, we have a lot of lettuce considering that. So this is going in for flour, and flour is peaking at December. Where else have we got? We've just got these and November. We're gonna have to look for some contracts. Definitely not baling, thank you. I mean, baling's okay, but not for 4,000. And this silage anyway, which I can't even use for the cows. I don't understand how they're producing milk. Makes 0 sense. I didn't see how much they ate. Where did I get this hay from? Don't even know, I couldn't tell you. What big horns you have. No worries, JR. My favourite thing is getting people to do things for me. Obviously the worker on the cultivator. Yeah, absolutely. It's already contained and everything. You just have to put it on the shelf in the supermarket. My family doing Secret Santa and I'm just here like, what do I get the person that I have? I'll be yelling at NPCs. Literally. I know I have stones, I just cannot be bothered to collect them, and I've turned stones off now, so for a while there won't be many, well, any more coming through, so should be fine. I hope. Oh my god, I just found a beautiful horse for sale. He's a Cob crossed with a Clydesdale, which is goals. Can't wait to be able to afford a horse. Right, how far down? Let me just quickly sprint on down. Still about 3 left. Yeah, a horse. Oh, this bit is only 50? Oh, yeah, of course it's still grass at the moment. That makes sense. This is still 50s. Fertilised 100? I am confused. What? How? I haven't even fertilized it though. Yeah, plus I don't know how well you could wrap it to go under the Christmas tree. I can't have one yet anyway. I'm not in the position, but I can't wait until I am. Nearly done. I bet some horses would let you do that to them. Others would be like, absolutely not, noping the hell out of you. Do you watch any other, like, farming simulator creators on YouTube? And if so, who do you watch? I personally watch Daggerwin. And what's your favourite tractor to use on Farming Simulator? One thing I can't bring myself to watch is, like the survival... Yeah, like the survival ones, I just can't get my head around. I just miss those, and I usually watch just the Let's Plays. Oh, yes, agreed. Wait, is that the ones that I like? Hang on. I like the Vultures. Is that the ones you're on about? The Voltras are my favourite. They just feel like so smooth to drive. I can't explain how that's a thing in-game, but I feel like you'd know what I mean. I better step back so he's got to finish that edge. I do love a good old John Deere though, but whenever we go to like an agriculture show, I'm always like mind blown by the Voltras. Come on, let's finish this edge so I can move on with my life. Let's move you on to a different field then. Also, if anyone's new here, don't forget to go and look at my other content and also consider subscribing and liking the stream. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, I have a podcast channel now, so please go and check that out as well. The link's in the bio. I know I'll be barking orders at them now. I can feel it. You done? You're done. Let's move on. And put you to work again. Bet this is such a waste of money, but oh well. And like, absolutely. Probably do this more often, to be honest. Like, stream Farming Simulator. I've also previously just completed one of the best, well, one of the games of the year actually. I finished Wukong, which was a wild ride for the last 4 months, but needs must. So if you do enjoy those types of games, please go check that out as well. Just keeping an eye on both of them. The only reason I'm making NPCs do this is because I've done this many a time. I can't even remember how many years I've been doing this farm now. Can I tell? Is there like statistics? Wait, that's not statistics. How old is this farm? Seven. We could try that, yeah. I'll have a go. I've never done a multiplayer before, but could have a go. I'm probably quite an annoying person to play with though, because I always like have a plan of what things should look like. But we could have a crack at it. Yeah, I love things being in order. For example, on this, I already know like the end product of how my farm's gonna look. And obviously I just go based on, I buy things based on what I can afford and like how prepared I am in terms of what I grow and stuff. And yeah, I'm a very big planner. Even in my job at work, like that is my job, is to plan. I'm a coordinator. So that's just my entire personality at this point. I even plan like my entire week on Sundays, which is quite terrible. Don't tell me you've missed the teeniest, tiniest... No, you haven't. Good. I was about to kick off then. Not me, like, practically chasing these NPCs with a broom. If I could have a broom, it would be me chasing them with a broom. How is the seed looking? Still 91%. That is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Great. I'm sure we'll get along very well then. Used to be a software engineer. Interesting. That means that you don't do it anymore, and if so, why? How come? What are you doing instead? What's taking your fancy? I kind of wish I wasn't a coordinator. As much as I love my job, that was not in the cards for me. That's just how I ended up going with my life. I wish that I could be smart enough to be like an architect or something. But then again, I'm kind of like, I'm not enjoying the modern vibes that life or society is giving off. Do you know you watch like the old, not the old movies, well kind of the old movies where they predict how life is gonna look and everything's so square and has all like cube shaped stuff? Oh, I tried coding and I did not have the brains. Excuse me, you missed the teeniest, tiniest bit. You could have just gone an inch forward. Gosh, some people trying to take the mick, trying to take my money without doing their job properly. Yeah, I tried getting into coding just as like a hobby. Could not do it. I am not smart in that way. To wiggle myself back up. Hey, no, I'm not. This is just my one of my Let's Play worlds that I need to progress before I can release another part on it. So I just wanted some company to get me through that, basically. Yeah, I just think that the current state of expectation for architects would not be my bread and butter, as they say. I'd love to be like an architect for myself. Or just like a... Yeah, I just... Oh my god, this... Stop it! The anger. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at like equations and stuff. Who knows? I suppose it's a good thing to learn, so maybe I can go back to it later on down the line. At the moment I have so much going on and so much that I'm trying to like learn as it is. Like I want to do my accounting qualifications next year, so I gotta start preparing for those. Please get rid of that teeny tiny piece of grass that I missed. You're not going to, are you? This is why I don't do my own fields. Funny you should say about learning languages. I did a well, not a language degree, but I did a Asia Pacific degree, so I learnt a little bit of Korean, Chinese and Japanese. Okay, I kind of get what you mean. If they missed a teeny tiny line again of grass, no they didn't. So I'm trying to like get back on the Chinese grind, which is not happening. It's happening but very slowly. Like I'm currently learning like a child would, so I'm starting with like toddler books where they have a picture and they have the word underneath it, like what is aubergine or eggplant, and it's 茄子. Anyway, 茄子 and things like that, and that's how I'm currently learning, because I have a baby brain when it comes to learning languages. I don't know how I got a degree in Asia Pacific when I can barely remember how to speak Korean. Korean was my major. The duck makes quack. What, that's like... Is that like an example of coding? God, this... Please tell me I'm gonna get out and run for my life. So this damaged again, 20%. How about the retractor? Damage 81%. Jesus. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm currently looking at like an elementary, I think it's elementary, something like that, like the first ever textbook that Chinese children were given, and it was a poem about a penguin. No, was there a penguin? No, a bird. And how birds are meant to be free and how flowers shouldn't be picked. And then the next one I learnt was about a penguin. I got such a long way to go. Yeah, kind of. At the moment I'm just learning fruits and vegetables, so like 苹果 is apple. Xiangjiao is banana and stuff like that. And then trying to learn the characters on top of that, which is the hardest bit, I would like to say. So in Korean you obviously have a Korean alphabet, but in Chinese you just have like different characters that all mean different things, but can sometimes sound exactly the same apart from the tone difference, and it's just like, oh my god. I really need to get back on that again. I was doing so well and then like I kind of stopped. The alphabet was, especially in Korean, right? The alphabet's so easy because it's like our alphabet. You know, a set amount of letters and sounds. But in Chinese, you just get certain characters, sometimes even within other characters.
Yeah, exactly, I agree.
Hello. And that's the difficult part about learning Chinese.
Yeah, exactly, I agree. Because I am a Chinese.
I know.
A bloody Chinese.
Don't say bloody. My partner's Chinese, so he is agreeing with me, even though he obviously has no problem with the Chinese alphabet because he already knows it. Yeah, so in Korean, the only difference is in Korean you have letters that can sound like a K. Let's just say our K. No, their version of our K can also sometimes sound like a G in specific words, depending on where it's placed. If it's placed like at the end of a word, most of the time it's a K sound because they have another letter that sounds like an NG sound, so you'll never have a K that sounds like a G because it would be an NG sound, you know what I mean? It's very interesting. But I remember more Korean because of the alphabet, and I'm very visual, so if I can see and read the word in my head, then I'll remember it. But with Chinese, like, it's very hard because you have to learn the pinyin and then also the character that is associated with the pinyin afterwards, and I used to really enjoy Japanese as well. I'm just rambling on about languages now, I'm so sorry. It's very interesting though, very interesting, and I've been to South Korea as well, which I enjoyed. Same? What do you mean same? Oh, you're a visual learner? I'm like terribly visual. I think that's why I plan so much, is because I can already see the outcome in my brain before it's even done, and that's why I'm like I am. Has this other worker other than being stuck in a bush? We'll just allow these workers finish their respective fields and then I'm going to go. But not to fret, I will be back tomorrow playing Assassin's Creed Unity because we previously finished Rogue in the last stream, which was yesterday. So if you are around to catch that, then please consider doing so. And hopefully soon. Agreed. I love doing things in theory I hate actually doing things. Like, certain topics I loved learning about, but then I'm like, I'm never going to put this into action because I just enjoy knowing about it and being able to blurt out random facts instead of like doing something about it, if that makes sense. Oh, Simp, have you not enjoyed our farming expedition today? Yeah, I really relate to being like that. Hopefully these two will finish at roughly the same time without getting stuck on each other. Oh no, the other... No? Yeah, he's on the other side of the field, that's good. One thing they could have done, and I don't know if they have done in FS25, is oh, fair enough. One thing they should have done in FS25 is having specific people that live in the neighborhood as your workers, so they're not just like A, B, C, D, and they actually have names. Like, I don't know if anyone watches Clarkson's Farm, but obviously you always have Caleb or oh, what's his name? What's the guy who you can't understand called? Oh, agreed. I understand that so much. I'm more like playing it for the different characters in the story. Now that Desmond has been removed, I'm kind of detached from that part, but it's all good, I suppose. Don't be sorry, Simp. It's all good. It's fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, what's the guy's name? Gerald. Gerald, like you get to know the workers then. I know they also own their own farms and stuff. But you could have like neighbors like that in FS to do the jobs instead of just worker 1, worker 2, you know? Yeah, exactly. You could even like, yeah, like build accommodation. If you're wealthy enough on the farm, you could build accommodation and like pay people per day or something to come and live with you and work. That's another thing I was going to mention earlier, is like, why do you never have... Obviously it's going to be difficult to do that on the farm, but if it is a farming simulator, then family is involved as well. So like having a wife or having some kids that can build up their skills, maybe that's taken away from the farm a bit, but like having the option to get married and have kids to like bring up on the farm and do little chores for you and stuff is not always just you. That's not how farms work most of the time. You have your family involved. And then based on like the kids' ages, they can have different chores or different responsibilities around the farm. So things are actually quicker then. And you don't even have to have workers to do some things unless the kid's too young at the time. Make the kids work. Make the kids look after the pigs or chickens or something, you know, just feeding them. I don't know. Anyways, I digress, and I'm gonna head off now because I'm already 20 minutes past when I usually stop streaming. So it's been a real pleasure talking to you. I'm gonna call you Original because I don't know what the ACC stands for. Unless I'm misreading it. No, I'm not. But it's been a real pleasure, like, talking to you on this stream. And as always, JR and Simp, and I'm sure someone else came in, Bonafide, sorry. Thank you all, as always, for joining my stream. I always appreciate the support. And I will be back tomorrow with Assassin's Creed Unity. That is my first stream on that one, and hopefully I can get another Sims video out tonight as well. Just ACK. Okay, ACK is great. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day,